What's going on, friends, and welcome back to another video here on the Minecraft Hub channel. As we all know by now, the 1.19 update here in Minecraft has officially been released. The wild update is officially here, and now the main topic of discussion and the main focal point here in the Minecraft community is the 1.20 update and what it is actually going to be covering next here in Minecraft. 2 weeks ago, we released a trailer video, and I asked for your guys' theories, recommendations, comments, things that you guys want to see featured and focused on at the 1.20 update in Minecraft. And in today's video, I wanted to go through all of the top comments and some of my favorite comments from you guys that gave us feedback, just to get some theories and just early discussion of what 1.20 could actually focus on in terms of the changes, the biomes they could be focusing on, and everything of that sort. There's a lot of awesome ideas and theories out there, so make sure you guys keep watching to the end. I love your guys' feedback, and this is going to be a great video. So majority of the top comments on that video were talking about 1.20 being focused on the end and it actually being around an Ender update for 1.20 Minecraft, which is obviously something that a lot of us are expecting. We've actually released videos in the past talking about possibilities of what could be changed to the end. So I took a few of the top comments and some of my favorite ones here to talk about all the different aspects they could actually focus on if 1.20 was the Ender update, which I think a lot of people are really wanting. So the first comment is coming from Leon & Co Gaming, who said, "We need an End update with new biomes and mobs." And then he also said, "Edit, thanks for all the likes. It just shows that the entire community really wants the End to be updated." This was actually the top comment on that video, which is why, like I said, I'm assuming a lot of people really want the End to be updated since it has not been changed or altered for many years here in Minecraft. BP Waterboy also commented saying, "People have been waiting years for an Ender update and 1.20 could be it. The Nether got an update, so it's high time that the End got one too. There could be infected overworld mobs and infected overworld biomes too. New structures like maybe castles. It could be such a great update." And I do really like this idea of there being infected, like End infected mobs that make their way into the overworld. I think that's a really cool concept that could definitely introduce a lot of new mob types to the game, which would definitely make Minecraft feel a lot more fresh. Claire Bridges also commented saying, "I think an End update is a really good idea because we don't really have biomes in the End as well. We don't have many mobs or really any cool ores." So this goes back to the first comment as well. A lot of people are wanting the End to actually get different biomes because as of right now, we literally just have the main End Island where the dragon spawns. We have the outer End Islands, and then of course you could find the End cities randomly, but that is literally it. The rest of the End looks exactly the same, so adding biomes and stuff would be a really cool idea. Now the final comment pertaining to the End update is coming from Kevin Griffiths, who is saying, "Definitely needs an End update with an avatar feel around it, new armor and weapons like Enderite, new buildings and biomes." So I did like this feedback as well. On top of talking about new buildings and biomes like the rest of them, he did talk about the possibility of there being a new armor and weapons craft that is actually called Enderite. Now obviously the big discussion would be how good this armor and tools would actually be. As of right now, Netherite is the #1 that you're able to get in terms of the best weapons, tools, and armor to craft. So who knows, maybe Enderite, considering the End is a little bit more dangerous than the Nether, and depending on how hard they made the Enderite actually to obtain, this could easily be the new best armor and rarity for tools, or they could make it under Netherite but still better than diamonds. Obviously there's a lot of possibilities, but I think that's a really cool idea, especially considering that they would add an entire new ore to the game that would be something extremely hard to get over in the End. And honestly, I think this is a really good theory. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, the End has not been touched or updated ever since they added the End cities with the Elytras, which obviously was a really big update. But since then, a lot of the other biomes and features here in Minecraft have been changed, and that was kind of just forgotten about. So considering that there is a possibility of a ton of new biomes, there could be a lot of brand new mobs. Even if they aren't hostile mobs like the Enderman, they could literally just add some friendly mobs that drop new items pertaining to the End that maybe craft some brand new items, or obviously there is a possibility of Enderite armor and tools, which I think would be awesome. And overall, there's so many possibilities. If you guys want to explore more, just like the footage you guys see in the background, there is a mod called Better End that basically does all of this already. There is biomes that are extremely pretty. It's really fun to explore. They add brand new mobs, and there's a lot of awesome stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, I definitely recommend it. with. Now this next comment is coming from Mr. Big Man, who said, honestly, I just hope they don't disappoint us again by adding Caves and Cliffs Part 4. I just wanted to include that in the video because I thought that was pretty funny. Obviously, the Caves and Cliffs update was decent. I think some people in the community were pretty disappointed with what they added into the game, and considering there's been so many parts and they took so long to release it, I think a lot of people were just overall disappointed and kind of let down with that update. So I thought this was funny. Hopefully we get anything in the 1.20 update but a part 4 to Caves and Cliffs. The next comment here is coming from Emery Games, who said we need a tropical update with coconut trees, Baker beaches, and volcanoes. And I actually think this is a really cool idea. Obviously, we have the desert biomes that include a lot of sand, but there's a lot of coastal areas along Minecraft that have basically beaches with sand right on the ocean, and there is no structures or NPCs or anything for those areas. And I think a little tropical update, although it wouldn't be extremely game-changing and a massive update, could definitely be something small that they could add in game to just freshen up some parts of Minecraft. They could easily add palm trees with a new type of wood if they wanted to, and then they could also add, like he said, beaches, mini volcanoes, or little geysers that maybe have lava flowing out of them with chests. I think that would be a really cool idea, and it'd be something extremely easy for Mojang to add in game. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now the next comment here is coming from Graham Callaghan. So hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. But he commented saying, more complicated villager mechanics, please. I want villagers to be able to build, expand, and defend their villages. Maybe even have some mechanic where villages compete or cooperate with each other. And I think this would be pretty cool. Obviously, there is a world of possibilities with how advanced and how mechanically inclined they could make the villagers. And obviously, you don't want the villagers to be too advanced, because then I feel like that in some aspect would make Minecraft too easy. Obviously, the main function of villagers right now is for certain automated farms like an iron farm, and then the main one is being able to trade emeralds and get a bunch of awesome items that way, as opposed to mining them naturally. So I do think that villagers could use an update making them a little bit more complex. I think the idea of them being able to build in some way, shape, or form, or maybe depending on the type of villager that it is, they have special abilities. I think that would be cool, because you just know all the geniuses here in the Minecraft community would be able to take that brand new mechanic and make a bunch of new automated farms out of it. But obviously there is a limit to how advanced you want them to be before it would just make the game too easy and it would be too much of a drastic change. So I think this is really cool. I would love to hear your guys' theories on this comment alone down in the comments as well. And I think that would be a really cool focal point that they could change, or just make that a feature along with other biomes or stuff they would focus on in the 1.20 update. Now this next comment is a long one, but I love it because this guy went super in depth. You just know this man has been thinking about this for a very long time, but it's coming from James Scalzo, who said, here's what I'm thinking for a major possibility for the 1.20 update, and he calls it the Minecraft 1.20 Combat and Pillager update, which is pretty cool. I did see a lot of comments talking about how they wanted combat changes added to the game, and I think a lot of you guys wanting that will enjoy this comment. So he said the fletching table would allow you to craft stronger and better tools like long swords, broadswords, longbows, and even compound bows. You could even make diamond and netherite tipped arrows, which can be tipped with different potion effects like nausea, poison, and harming. You can also still apply enchantments to the arrows and tools as well. A new material can be added, steel. You can get it by placing 4 iron ingots and 4 coal or charcoal in a crafting table to get pig iron. Then you place it through a furnace or blast furnace so it'll cook down into becoming steel. New structures to add to the pillager outpost and woodland mansion like forts, coastal outpost, and after attaining your first double chest or so of steel, pillager warships including pillager caravels, carracks, galleons, brigs, and then he goes on to list a bunch of new things that they could add with the pillager outposts themselves to make all of them different in certain biomes. There would also be a new type of pillager called the pirate. These guys will work alongside the pillagers in village raids if the village is within, say, 2 or 3 chunks of any water biome, like a tropical, ocean, or open/deep ocean, any further away from the water, and you'd either have to wait for the 3rd or 4th wave for them to spawn, or maybe even get a 5 to 25% chance depending on where you are and how far you are from the nearest water biome. That's all that I can go over with this idea. If you want to hear more, let me know. We'll catch you in the next video. So I think this is really cool. He introduces a lot of new features and functions and ideas all in this one big update, and honestly this would be a massive update if Minecraft did focus on this area with the combat and especially the pillagers. But I do really like the idea of adding steel and also getting different rarities of tipped weapons like the diamond and netherite tipped arrows and stuff for more damage effects. I think that's awesome, along with different types of pillager outposts. I think that is much needed considering they are all the same, and honestly at this point we all know that the pillager outposts have awful loot, so there's almost no point in going there unless you're trying to set up a raid farm of some sort. So I think this was a really cool idea, lots of great feedback, and I mean, dude, this guy literally has it all mapped out, man. Mojang, hire this man right now and get this update in the game. Now for the final comment of this video is coming from Squoop, who said we should get another 1.15 type of update like priority, extreme bug fixes, rendering fixes, etc. It would just make the game more playable, and so the team at Mojang can start 1.21 and not have another update where the content and such gets cut short. And honestly, I agree. There still is a lot of bugs, glitches, and just quality of life changes that need to happen here in Minecraft. So the fact that 1.20 could be focusing on just quality of life, and although the game wouldn't change drastically, it would just be a lot better experience for us, the players in the community. I think this is a really good idea, because then once they fix the game, get all the bugs and glitches tidied up, and the quality of life is a lot better, then 1.21 can really focus on a big biome change, and there would be no bugs or glitches to worry about on the back end. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to include that in the video. But with all that being said, that is all we got for you guys in today's video. Lots of awesome feedback and ideas for what 1.20 could be focusing on. Obviously, if you guys have any more ideas, let me know down in the comments below. I love reading your feedback. I love the theories, and you guys have some awesome ideas that are very outside the box. At this point, with no information fully confirmed, Minecraft 1.20 could literally be anything, so the possibilities are endless. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We'll keep you guys updated on everything 1.20 news related that you need to know, and this is going to be the place to be for all the information. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, my friends.